Hey everyone, tonight's topic on the Friday night special is getting acclimatized. If I get my tongue untied here. How's everyone doing out there tonight? So this topic was originally aimed in one direction, and the more I started digging into it and stuff, it took a different turn. So we're going to cover a wide turn on this, but we're going to give everybody a few more minutes to come in here. And I want to pick up with some other stuff here that, let's see if I can bring this down here on the other side and get the other one up. And I want to cover something else here that, there we go. All right, so I'm going to ask everyone to let me know what the weather is like where they're at. And while everybody's putting that in, I'm going to show you what the weather is here. And actually that was about an hour ago, so let me refresh that and get a current temperature. Oh, it dropped a whole degree. But we're looking at partially cloudy tonight here in Idaho. And tomorrow morning is cloudy, then showers likely and breezy, 60% chance of showers. Well, we had 20% listed for today, and it came down spotty here and there pretty good. And then Saturday night, 50%, a little bit of clearing late Saturday night, and then Sunday, rain. Sunday night, rain. Monday, snow, then rain. Monday night, thunderstorms, and then we got a little bit of clearing, and then the clouds start coming back in Tuesday night, and from then on, it's mostly sunny. So that's what it looks like here in Idaho. So right now, let's see who all has checked in here in the side chat. Hardneck Farms was first. Then Keith Cronk, and he goes, "Why, Gil? Forgot to pay?" No, the reason why my comment on the first thing on the chat was I was over at Southern Ohio Prepping. He's for the hour preceding this. Dave is live for the hour preceding this, and we're over there doing the weekly wrap-up of news. All right, next one was Ginger Ninja, then Courtney, White Family Farms, Skinner Farms, Kaylin Strain, Audra, Homesteading in Idaho, Uncle Al, Jay, and Mama Bear Prepping. Hey, how's it going? Hey, you guys haven't had a chance to check out Mama Bear Prepping. She has some really great videos she's been putting out lately. Check it out. And she says it's cloudy in Southern California today. 66 over in Western Idaho. Partial clouds. Scan family, 50 degrees and rain. Kaylin says partly cloudy and 53 degrees in Des Moines. And Discovers Sustainable. Courtney's husband. Grumpy Gaming, Mary Beth Smith, and Courtney says it's 60 degrees there in Ohio. All righty. One thing I didn't get a chance to mention on Dave's live stream prior is some of the stuff in the news here. So I'm going to throw this up here really quick. Top story. Let's see if I can make that. Yeah, I can make it bigger here. Go.
Sorry.
They had a nice fire on the other side of the railroad track.
Disney
Rose.
They're calling it the lava side fire, and yeah, so the 1,200 acres. Went up. Most of it was kind of woody area like this. It started out near, supposedly near a farmer's field where the irrigation ditch was, and somebody, not sure it was the farmer or whether it was the irrigation company, was burning all the weeds out of the irrigation ditch in high winds. And
it went
and it went poof. Last night it was incredible what happened here. I guess it was about 7 o'clock or so. The wind would shift and blow towards us from the fire, and we'd come inside, stop working in the yard when blow another direction, we go out. All of a sudden, it came up hard winds. I swear there was a 50-mile-an-hour gusts going on. And it just, the whole thing just went up. Everything that was starting to die down flared back up. And it was coming north by northeast a little bit. And it was bad out. I mean, we were just watching it. And then it was almost like you could see the direction of the wind change. And within a half an hour, it was blowing south by southeast, and so it blew the fire back over everything that had burned. This morning, when I went out there, not so much a wisp of smoke in the sky, and it was going hog wild yesterday. So the wind blew it back over everything that had burned. The only thing that was lost was let's see if it has it up here on the thing. One house and the trailer home was an abandoned double wide mobile home. So that was the only thing that was taken out in the 1,200 acres. That was our weekend wrap up. Here was our big fire. Someone not paying attention and trying to burn the irrigation ditches in the high winds. All righty.
Let's see. Fire, high amounts of oxygen. Bad recipe.
Yeah. Hey, Cecilia.
Good evening.
Loads of fun. Let's see. We have 19 watching, and I can't figure out the likes.
18 moment.
Yeah.
I got 20.
20 and 18.
Yep.
All right. So let's get this up here again. So getting acclimatized. Well, generally, when you hear people talking about getting acclimatized, the reason is because, hey, their bug out location for preppers is different than where they're at. So if they're living in the city, their bug out location is up in the mountains, and they need to get acclimatized, by going up there, every once in a while and everything else. But it's more than just bugging out. There are a lot of good reasons to it. And I don't know how many people out there in the side chat remember this. When the Summer Olympics 20, 30, 35 years ago was in Mexico City, all the athletes went down went down there like 6 weeks beforehand to try to get acclimatized to it. A lot of U.S. Athletes were training in Denver, the mile high city here. So yeah, there's a lot of reasons to get acclimatized to wherever you're going. And so let's take a look at some of the more, what I think are some of the more.
I have to say this real quick. Acclimatized sounds scary. Let's say acclimated.
Acclimated.
Because
words would be like this gentleman right here.
Disorder.
Yeah. Well, because when I actually looked up the definition for acclimatized, it should be down in the description down below. I think I've stuck it down in there. Basically, it's to get used to a. Actually, let me go on the other screen and roll scroll up here so I read it right here. To adapt to a new temperature, altitude, climate, environment, or situation.
Yeah, but I like it the way I say it better, even though it's the exact same definition.
Okay.
Acclimatized sounds like a mental disorder.
Yes, Uncle Al, this picture is for you. And all those people down there that from the Southern California think they're going to go up in the mountains there to the
That's
east of
my
them.
backyard right there, folks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. The reason why people want to get acclimatized or acclimated to a different area is so that they don't pass out like this, or collapse from, lack of oxygen, too much heat, too cold. So
Embolism.
there are beautiful areas out there that, hey, people would like to go visit and stuff. And some of them are up at higher elevations than what most people live at. And so some of them are way up there.
And that's sitting above an ice glacier.
Mm-hmm. And so you got cold and elevation. Up in the mountains, some beautiful lakes and hiking trails. But if you're not used to going up, 5,000, 7,000 feet to go hiking around, you're going to be gasping for breath. And when you breathe hard like that, you expel a lot of moisture out. And so you're going to need to drink more water. And so there are beautiful places. I mean, I'm just going to go through some really great shots here.
I want the puppy. Oh, sorry.
Oh, the puppy dog, the puppy dog up on the hike with them. Okay, Superstition Wilderness in Arizona. They have some really great trails. And I'm not even going to try to pronounce that one.
Hieroglyphic.
Okay, thank you. Peralta. And there are a lot of really cool trails out there. And there's some really cool places in other countries you can go to. Anybody want to guess where this one's at?
Andes or the Alps?
I'll give you a hint.
Andes.
You have a special knife that has all sorts of things in it.
Switzerland.
Yep. Switzerland. Yep.
The Alps.
The Alps. I mean, look at that. That is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah,
if I was going to go to Europe, that might be a reason I'd want to go, is to hike something like that.
That trail, don't step off the trail. It's a long first step.
Yeah. Or as a quote from one of my favorite movies, "As you wish." Anybody can get that one, will understand. Hey, Sean in Alaska, Christy Betts. Anybody else snuck in here while I was blabbering along? Scroll back up here quickly. Looks like I've seen everybody else in here. Anybody that's come in that hasn't made a comment? Hi, welcome. All right,
21 likes.
Okay. Hey, people go places not only in the summer, they go places in the winter. And if you're not acclimatized, whatever you want to call it, to the cold, it can become, devastating to you. Nice hikes.
Caution. The first step is a doozy.
Yeah. And folks, I don't think you got the Himalayas, do you?
No.
Okay.
I picked mostly U.S., except for the one Swiss one. That was just such a beautiful shot of the Swiss Alps. All right, Grand Canyon. I used to live up on the north rim of the Grand Canyon for 2 years,
and that's an especially bad place to try and move to, because in the summer you're going to want to go up, in the winter you're going to want to go down. And
Audra got
believe
it
or not, there's such a drastic change in the weather pattern and conditions in that 1,000 or so feet that most people will never get acclimated to any one situation, so they're going to suffer in the other one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, living up there is, I can tell you, living up there for 2 years, going down in there, it's, even for someone who ran track up, the place where I lived was at 7,000 foot elevation, Fredonia, Arizona. I ran track at 7,000 foot. All right. Still, going down and up and down and stuff, it can wind you, if you're not ready for it. Okay, there we go. And some beautiful country we have in this United States to go visit, to look at. Zion National Park, another beautiful one. This is in southern Utah. Beautiful things to go to, and if you're not
Disney moment.
Yeah, Disney moment. If you've been how to put this up politely? Oh, what the heck? If you've been a couch potato and you think, we're going to go out this thing, it's going to be nice, beautiful, nice, easy. They got trails, so it's going to be easy hiking. Think again.
You and the other 28,000 people who think they're going to do the exact same thing, and they're all going to be sitting by the wayside going, "Anybody got any water?"
No, sitting on the side, bend over, going.
Yeah, see, I'm not stupid enough to even think I can make that kind of a climb. I know better. I know what my limits are.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to entertain such a thought. I don't
Yeah.
live anywhere near there. So for me to attempt to do that right now would be foolhardy.
But yeah, back in the Grand Canyon again, and back in Zion. Actually, Zion was not too far where I live. I forgot to get some of the photos of Bryce, another beautiful area down there. But yeah. And then, of course, for those of you that aren't for that type of adventure, that are going to go for the Disney adventure, I guarantee you better get in shape if you're planning to go to Disney World, because you're going to be running your little tushy off, trying to get on the rides, trying to get all over that place. Even just regular Disneyland in Orange County, California, you hustle to get around that place. It is not a leisurely vacation. You want to get the prices for this is you want to get your money's worth, and you're going to be hustling.
Not to mention the hours upon hours waiting in one line just to hit one ride.
Mm-hmm.
Uncle Alan's trick, powered chair. And you look like, and you're in the powered chair. You go out there, and then you get off your powered chair. I walk fine and then enjoy the ride and go back on the powered chair and go,
All right. Now, some of you may want to visit the Big Apple and check out that. That is going to be an exercise in itself.
Oh, actually, right now it's not because of the Red Dragon. That's pretty empty. So
yeah, it's
also
not,
the riots too.
Yeah, of course. Then you got to deal with the air of the Big Apple.
I mean, it's airborne.
Or if you want to go to the other coast, you got to deal with the air of Los Angeles.
Look, it's Steve and his family.
Steve, Al said it, not me.
Or
he
me.
Said it.
I didn't do it.
Hey, I'm eating Hubble's Gat stew, folks. So,
well, that's the problem.
Yeah. So people think Los Angeles. Oh, there's nothing there. Oh, there's some great tourist stop places in Los Angeles. Olivera Street, the studios. Yeah. And I think that's just about. No. Oh, now we're getting into the other thing. Okay, all you farmers and gardeners, you've been sitting on your tushies all winter inside, snowing outside. Now you're going to go outside and work hard in the garden. You're going to be trying to turn the soil, sweating up a storm.
They got pitchforks.
Yeah, no, they got potato spuds, potato forks. Hoeing, bending over and using muscles you haven't used for a long time. Hey, Courtney's answer too. Don't forget sunscreen.
And a hat so you don't pass out from heat stroke and lie in the furrows. We just cover you up in your fertilizer for next year.
I'm so doggone sour it would kill the ground.
Could be more manure.
Yeah, hardneck. Wendy has it right. The few first days of springs is rough on everyone until they get in shape again. And I can tell you, even the exercise stuff I have here is going out there it's tough. After all the winter snow and everything else, and so I think that's the last one. Let's see, that was the last one. Yes.
Yay.
So getting acclimatized, whatever, is not only just regional, it's seasonal as well.
What did I do, Nina?
What was that?
Nina said you sure are SOP. What did I do? I was innocent. Or am I? Oh, wait, I forgot. I said I was sour. Yep, I am. Remember, grumpy.
There's a lot of things that we do every day or week or month, whatever, seasonally that changes up from what we are normally doing, and therefore requires some forethought before we go out there and do it. So
I know, Nina. I know.
Right. And folks, if you are going up into the mountains and foothills, please wear proper clothes and not spandex. We are getting sick and tired of seeing people getting down from the mountains in spandex and only have like a little tiny water bottle, and they're sunburned and passed out and God knows what's happened.
blistering and got blisters on their feet. And, yeah.
But, you know, it also goes to the exact opposite extreme as well. Okay, you know, they're flatlanders. And I'm not saying nothing mean, but a flatlander moving from one direction to the other. So Ms. Nina could speak to this one because she went from Arkansas to Tennessee, now to Louisiana. There is a huge change between those three areas, not to mention growing zones, but there's a huge change in climate. Okay, so don't just think, oh, we're discussing, you know, going up in the uppers or lowers, altitude. It can also translate just across the flat line, going from the south to the north.
Yeah.
I can handle winters, but I don't really care for the heat of Louisiana. Ms. Nina can deal with the heat down there, but she don't like the cold. Okay, so you know you got to work with what you have. If your bug out location is in a different climate, you better be spending 4 or 5 months a year in that other place to get your body used to it at the hottest point. So when you do have to live there, your body isn't going, I quit.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, like Brett and Amy Broussard, they decided to go ahead and move to their bug out location. And that's where their homestead is now, is at their bug out location, because they realized multiple reasons why to go there, you know, time, moving, trying to get it fixed up. And it was easier for them just to go ahead and, we're going there now. We're just going to live there. But there are, you know, very, very interesting things. Probably the biggest one that stood out to me in my youth, when I was living in Fredonia, Arizona, at 7,000 foot elevation, they got grant money and built a new high school. And a crew from Phoenix, Arizona, who'd been working in Phoenix in the sun all summer, came up there in, I guess it was near the end of July.
Oh, God.
And these guys were used to working their shirts off. These guys were bronze tan, and they got there and they're working. We say, hey, guys, you need to put your shirts on. Oh, we've been doing this all blah 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 blah. The next day, they're all wearing light shirts and barely moving. Ow, ow, ow. They got so fried because of the elevation. There's less air in there to filter out the UV ray, and they got burnt to a crisp. And so it's not just the elevation that you're trying to get your oxygen acclimated, it's sun protection too. But then, like Dave said, you know, you could be at the same elevation down in Texas, and you go up to the same elevation up in the Dakotas or up in Illinois, and it's a totally different animal, you know, temperature wise.
Yeah, them bobcats ain't very nice either. Oh, wait.
Yep.
I'll pick.
And high country homestead preacher.
Yeah, the bug out situation is irrelevant. If you're having to move due to fire, earthquake, landslide, economic collapse, world without rule of law, whatever the situation is, the bug out is irrelevant. If you're having to bug out and you're not used to where you think you're going, you're going to have a heck of a time with it.
Mm-hmm. And that's one of the things too. It could be other than anything we discussed, Dave started bringing up stuff. It could be a job transfer. Mm-hmm. You could get transferred from Southern California to Vermont, Northern Michigan,
agriculture shock,
or Maine,
body shock.
Yeah,
or Maine,
or from Florida up to Seattle. I mean, totally different stuff there. Yeah, put that one up there.
And Mama Bear makes a good point as well.
When we deployed to Japan, Yeah, so they get acclimated to the environment there.
Yeah, because Japan has high humidity and rocky soils, and trust me, you do not want to do anything for the first 2 weeks in Japan other than getting hay fever, because it
Sorry.
will knock you flat. I told that to my nephew when he went over there last summer before whatchamacallit, because we already arranged it and we're safe and we didn't have all the COVID restrictions. He went over there and he came back this spring safe, no 2 weeks isolation and everything. But he told me that he had the worst hay fever in the world first 2 weeks because Japan is high humidity.
And pollen levels.
Yeah.
So, people who raise bees and partake of that golden nectar usually don't have an issue until they go to move. And if they can't take their bees with them and they don't have any bees that they're keeping where they're going, it's an entirely different hay fever season. The pollen's different. Their body's acclimated quite well to where they were. So this is my suggestion. If you have a bug out location, there's crazy people everywhere. No place is safe. Anywho, all right, let's put this in perspective. Let's say I need to move from, let's say my bug out location is Georgia. And my recommendation for me would be to contact local beekeepers in Georgia and start partaking of that little golden vial every single day, at least a teaspoon, if not a tablespoon a day, to start getting some of that local pollinated stuff from the bees that carries over into the honey. So when I go to that area that I'm already preparing my body for, it's already going to be able to beat the hay fever. So that's one bonus in my, hat. Start acclimating yourself as best as possible. That's one way to do it. So you don't have to deal with the allergens that is in that area.
And we have Howie in the house.
Yep. You see, I'm lucky. That's why I grow roses all over my house, because 6 houses down, my neighbor 6 houses down is a beekeeper, and I get the dark honey. And Dave knows what I'm talking about, the dark honey.
Yep,
and I have, yep. So I'm glad I've been dosing myself with it. I don't have hay fever, and I don't take all those weird pills.
Yeah. One of the things that I was thinking about in particular when it comes to not necessarily just bug out locations, but if you have a summer cabin or summer rental place, a timeshare, whatever, and you have the opportunity to go up there, before you go up there for your big week or 2 week vacation up there. In the months beforehand, go for a weekend here, a weekend there,
get some honey,
start getting used to it up there a little bit. So when you go up for your, big event up there or whatever, you're not so much, area shock getting used to it.
Right.
Hey, Howie, yep, 364 more days. Glad your life streams were good. And we have a sneaker in here. She is now grounded and not allowed to cook anything for 24 hours.
Okay, it's got to be Lori. What was I thinking? Oh, big danger when you change altitude. I have to warn people, this always happens in the Himalayas. It always happens here because I am in the southern part of the high Sierras. We have people who are stupid and they say, oh, we're from LA. We'll just drive up there. If you don't take the time and acclimate yourself to each level, there's 3 levels here. Where I live, where Three Rivers is, and then the higher locations, you have to stop and acclimate yourself. That's what killed the Donner Party, some of them. They got embolisms and they all dropped down. Now, the hospital at our location here, we have a helipad. What's their primary business for the summer? People bringing them down when they suffer embolism.
Hey, for whoever who gave us a thumbs down, thanks for the watch time. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
So-
you
That
for
just
helping the
that,
algorithm,
that
because
just
guess what,
happened.
folks? Even the thumbs down helps the algorithm in our favor.
Yep.
Believe it or not, it actually does us good. So thumbs down. It's cool.
Yep.
Now, remember, folks, embolism is the biggest killer in the high Sierras. Not bears, not coyotes, not rattlesnakes. Embolism. You're out there in your spandex running around from LA thinking, oh, how beautiful is everything? The cost of a helicopter ride from your location up there down to here, $7,000. And that's not including the medical they have to do on you.
I'm sorry, Dave gets this. Why I put this up there too, because he used to have to drive it. Yeah, I've driven that part of 80. Yes. So yeah, if you're driving there in the wintertime, the open spaces, yeah, so you can pull it there, and there are.
You know what's really scary
Yeah.
is driving through there in the middle of winter, and you go across Donner Pass, and you see a sign in front of you that says "Road Closed," and the first thing that pops in your mind is the Donner Party. That's scary. Am I going to wind up like them? Are these other truck drivers going to try and eat me? Are we all going to starve to death?
All right.
I'm 22 at the time, I'm smarter now.
All right. And okay.
Yeah, those are scary.
Or the escape ramps for trucks, yeah. And even in the summertime, I mean, I would have to say 90% of the truck drivers going over that are smart, decent guys. And then there's a few that are just out to get on the trying to win the Darwin Award. I mean, it says, downhill grade 6%, recommended 45 miles an hour, and they're doing 75. Of course, you got to remember the speed limit for trucks in California is 55. So they're already doing 20 over, and they're that's scary.
But they're steering wheel jockeys. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're all laughing with Dave.
Christy, I agree. Truckee is a nice area.
I hated Truckee. Don't bring it up. Take that off the screen now. Get it off.
Once you get into Truckee, you turn right and you head down along the west shore down to Tahoma, Homewood. Those are some really nice areas.
Truckee is a truck driver's worst nightmare. The only good thing about the Truckee scales is when the sign says closed.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Because you want to know something what a truck driver's biggest swear word is? Begins with the letter O. Ends with the letter N. It's only got 4 letters. It's a 4-letter swear word for a truck
I know
driver.
what he's talking about.
Okay.
Wow.
I feel like Peanut.
Open. The word is open. O-P-E-N.
Open. Okay, got it.
I'm laughing too much. Even Mama Bear got it.
You've been down Wolf Creek Pass? The only thing I know about Wolf Creek Pass was the C.W. McCall song.
That's before most of these people's time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think most of them born either.
Oh, man.
Well, the
Okay.
person who put the thumbs down probably got hatched. It wasn't born, so,
It could be. Oh, and
Or there's someone that just came in. You just came in real quick. You stayed a couple of minutes. Thought they were hitting the one button and left, and hit the wrong button.
But folks, like I said, embolism is not
Yes,
funny
Howard.
because if you get it in the leg or the heart or up there, like my friend about 2 years ago, they treated him. Next day, he went to see Jesus because the embolism moved from his shoulder into his brain, and
Yeah.
gone to see Jesus and God.
All right. What froze again?
Yep.
Not
You
froze.
know, if you keep doing it, I'm telling you, you keep doing that Disney impersonation, Disney going to come after you. I mean, heck, they're going after everybody else too. So I mean, you're not special. You don't wear that hat no more.
I got a little letter signed by Walt to use some of their stuff without copyright infringement from way back in the day.
So
But
you dug him out of the
was
secret crypt and defrost him. Hey, Walt, sign this.
this was from back in 69.
Poor Butch.
68.
Poor Butch.
Yes. Oh, guys. All right. If you haven't seen what poor Butch has been going through over there,
They are, Kevin.
he had a Simmons brand, which is the cheap Chinese brand of yard hydrant, and it malfunctioned at the base. And he's had to dig out the line to get down to it, and it's 4.5 feet deep because it has to be well below the frost line to change it out. So, and drops acclimatized to hauling concrete blocks for his raised planter bed he was working on.
Well, if we're all claiming strange and unique things, I'm acclimated to dealing with my son's craziness right now because it was his birthday and he thinks he's King Poop.
Yeah. Oh, I meant to say happy birthday to Charles because I saw your little 10-year blip on the
Facing book?
Facebook book.
Yeah, Charles is 10 yesterday.
Yeah. So, so some of the things you can do to get your body up and ready to become acclimated quicker is be in what's the word I want to use here? Better physical condition during the winter season,
Okay,
year round.
That kind of falls back on what I was starting last year, which I will continue again this year, is proper diet. Proper diet equals more energy. More energy allows you to get out and physically be more active. Now, I'll admit I kind of sloughed off this winter. I did. I put 20 pounds back on. I'm going to take that 20 off and an additional 10 off this summer, and then I'm going to keep it off because I did the whole move things and everything else. So better diet will give you more energy. If you lack energy, a better diet will fix it. Once you get your energy back, you can start being a little bit more physically active. Do not try and do it all at once. Do not try and walk 5 miles in 98% humidity without having eaten or drinking for a couple hours.
Yeah.
You'll wind up in a hospital. I speak from experience.
Oh, and by the way, today is Butch at Sand Hollow Homestead. It's his birthday.
Happy birthday, Butch.
Happy birthday to me. I mean, you.
So yeah, this is one place where I fell on my face this winter. I just so busy doing other things that I didn't keep up with my exercising like I should have.
And Dustin, that is a thing. I've been dealing with it since I was 18 years old when I fell backwards onto a tree stump with 180 pounds sitting on my shoulders. So yeah, you can become acclimated to pain to the point where your level of pain is a 3 and the person next to you experiencing the exact same level of pain from the injuries you suffered would be at a 9 or a 10 screaming bloody murder.
Yeah. And that's, Christy has a point there. We all need to take our health a little bit more seriously.
You only get one shot at it, folks. If you fail, you dead.
Oh, yeah, big time.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. All right. Hang on. I got to put this up here. And I missed that, Courtney. I was working outside trying to get the sprinklers working. Because now we have all this lawn area. I got to make sure it stays green. So I was out there working that in between raindrops. Oh, yeah. Someone here gets into this. Yeah. no matter where you're going to, you got to get acclimated, acclimatized, whatever, to where you're going to. Get prepped
All right,
to
Lori,
become
take some sleep.
acclimated. Yeah.
Excuse me.
And so you got to work on, you just get in better shape. It's just like your immune system. If your immune system's in good condition, you have less to fear from the red dragon.
Vitamin D, vitamin C, vitamin E, zinc, magnesium.
Mm-hmm.
Calcium.
No, that's only if you want your bones strong.
I'm old. I have creaky bones.
Hey, you know you're getting old when your body sounds louder than a bowl of Rice Krispies.
Duh.
And that's just rolling over in bed. All right. So I think everyone in the side chat, I think we've kind of covered this. And I hope anybody not get the point of tonight's topic.
If you didn't, I got a pitchfork over here behind the house we can help prod you along with.
But,
it's pretty clean. It's only used to turn the compost pile, so it's relatively clean.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, one of the things is like when my wife and I got married 32.
Don't mess it up. If she sees this and you get it messed up, you will be in the doghouse.
88, so 21, so it'll be 33 years. I weighed approximately 150, 155. I'm now 220. I've got to shed some weight. Of course, I spent the last 12 years at work sitting behind a computer desk.
Right. If anybody wants to know their height and weight for body weight index, you could go on Bing and they'll have a little whatchamacallit
I
site.
covered that. That's not exactly 100% true.
Yeah.
Because the body in the BMI, body mass index, is about as subjective as that picture is from a black and white still. Black and white still says one thing, and that picture says something else because it's in color. You see more. You have to look at the whole picture. And a standard BMI, as I covered in my last year video about weight loss, and covered many different graphs on it. So if you're curious, go back and watch that one. Please, I need the hours.
Yep.
Go watch that one. I put
it's getting everybody's getting blasted in the chat. Doesn't work, isn't accurate, isn't exactly great measure.
No, the BMI is designed around the average person of about 5'6", weighing naturally 120, 25 pounds. Okay, that means they have a very small bone structure. They're short compared to me. And yeah, they're really short compared to me. So, the BMI for them and a BMI for me, who's a lot taller with a denser bone structure, which means my bones weigh more, for those who didn't know, because they're thicker, means what would be appropriate size, if you will, because there's no such thing as an appropriate size, in my opinion. There is a comfortable size where your body rests. If when I was in the military, I weighed 190, and that was before I put on a lot of muscle weight. I got up to about 208, 209 after putting on some muscle weight. Now, it doesn't sound like much, but it really was a lot in looks. Unfortunately, driving truck kind of went to my belly. But anywho, yep. Most of us have the Dunlop disease. My body mass, my BMI back then wasn't the same for somebody the same age sitting 6 inches shorter.
That's a good one, Mama Bear.
No, my body rests eating chunky ice cream with chocolate chips and cherries and amaretto's cream. That's where my body rests. But anywho. So if you're curious, what was it, Gil? About a 2-hour live stream last year I did on weight loss.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Yeah, so if you go back in my playlist on all live streams, you'll find it in there.
I'm going to get more coffee.
I'm just taking a quick look here, thinking about that.
And Courtney, if you would like me to come up on your accountability thing, make sure you send me an email or hit me up on Facebook or something to remind me. And I might come up and talk with y'all on it. Fair warning, I will bring graphs. I might scare people.
Okay. Did you have a weight loss playlist?
No, it's just under there. I can go look for it.
I'm going in here right now.
It was about a year ago.
Yeah. Like your
It should have a nice picture of a graph in it.
Looking 9 months ago, 11 months ago. Here. That's the different one there. Bible study. Do a lot of videos.
I have a few.
All these live streams. Product reviews, the vest.
Caloric intake. I got it. I'll bring it up in just a second. Put it in private because I can't post directly on this one. So here it is in private.
Wait, don't you have a blue wrench?
I'm not on YouTube on this computer.
Ah, okay. You just have it there, okay.
Not quite a year ago, but close.
Okay. 6 months ago. That's why I couldn't find it. I went too far. Okay, so that is that one there. And so here's getting the right one here first. So there's the link to Dave's one. And it's starting to play it. So go back to the, yeah, so that's the one. It was a live stream. He talked about it. So.
Oh, you liked my salad? Thank you.
Yeah, that's a, yeah. Yeah, I like that. I'm just checking something else out here real quick, guys. Huh. That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I was looking at it, it's the, I don't know, just, sorry guys, I was looking at it there.
No,
and
you
I
didn't see
still
what
can't
Courtney
find
just
it.
put.
Huh?
You didn't see what Courtney just put.
It's a whole movement now?
No, up to.
Bring back the
No, because he looked too Gooberman type back then.
What you mean that there?
What?
Yeah. So I was just noticing that
It's dead.
month ago,
Watch the movie for a
2
moment.
months ago, 6 months ago. Oh, you also have the Lose It app. Okay, there we go. Yeah, because so the video just before the one I posted the link to was the Lose It app Dave was using.
Yep.
And that is,
Now, I'll tell you right now, if you want to start counting calories and start doing stuff like that, that is probably by far the best app you can get. And it's a mobile app as well as a desktop app.
all right, there we go. And so
I'll
this
tell
is
you
the
in
link.
here in a minute.
This is the link to it. And I'll throw that in there. This is the link to the app where he talks about how to use the app and everything. It's only a 17-minute video.
I ramble a bit. We all know
Yeah.
this.
So there's that one there, guys.
So yeah, if you have questions on the Lose It app, watch that video or contact me directly.
Take a quick look at something here.
I'll tell you right now, if you're wanting to lose or build or whatever, especially the lose, and I've tried quite a few before I settled. The person at the time was actually anyway. I tried about 6 different apps, and the Lose It app is the easiest to use. It'll help motivate you because you can see where you're at. You can give yourself a daily accountability. You can set goals. You know, don't try to do it all in one shot. You ain't gonna. You will fail. You will get discouraged, and then you won't do it. Set yourself little teeny goals. Hey, I just want to lose 5 pounds this month. And at the end of the month, you look, wow, I lost 8 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I can do this. And you just keep working slowly and surely at it, and you'll get down what you want. I set a goal for 190. I started out at 260. I hit 212. Okay. I'm back up to about 238, 240 right now. So I will get myself back down to that 212, and then I'm going to push a little harder.
Yeah. Courtney, so you think I look better with the mustache? How about like this?
Right, I'm cowboy.
It's like quitting smoking. You quit a million times until you do.
Yep.
Yeah, I got to control my eating. That's my big problem.
Oh,
It's
I
like-
ain't got to control my eating. I'm going to go have me some cake and ice cream here in a little bit as soon as that kid goes to bed.
Nah, I can't do cake and ice cream. I do like cheeseburgers and fries and fried egg on top of the cheeseburger and maybe use a donut. That way you get sweet and savory. You put the fried egg in the donut, you put the hamburger in the donut, you put the bacon and the cheese and the ham on top of it.
That's a heart attack waiting to happen.
That's why I have stints.
Well,
At least
guys,
you're honest about it.
I know some people have put it out there. Some people, most people have heard it. Some people haven't heard it. What is the difference between sugar, refined sugar, and cocaine?
I know that answer. I won't say it.
Anybody in the side chat there? What is the difference between refined sugar and cocaine? One atom. That's right. One atom difference in the molecule.
Howie, just keep praying, buddy. Keep praying, Howie.
Mama bear, that's bad. And drops of sugar is more addictive, but the addictive, the reaction of taking sugar is not as bad as the reaction of taking cocaine.
And that's all up here, folks.
Yeah, Mama Bear, prep with Dr. A&W. Bad humor of the night.
So,
Did you read Howie's comment?
Oh,
You don't have to post it up there or read it out loud, but it was up a little bit.
the one about I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Hey, Howie, I'll put this in a perspective that maybe some will understand, maybe some won't. Just because you pray for healing doesn't mean you ain't gonna get it. It's more of not at this moment, because you know what? Not only is it an education maybe for somebody else, it's a trial. It's a test of your faith. Will you stay faithful in prayer and supplication during your trial of whatever you're going through? Maintaining your faith through it may be the fire that you need to get further ahead in what he has planned. So just because you don't see healing yourself, maybe it's a lesson for somebody else, for them to see your faith while going through this that they need to be able to get, develop the faith that they need. Sorry.
I'll take care of that. And he doesn't realize that when he closes off the camera, it doesn't close off his mic. Well, we're coming up on an hour here, so coming up.
Sorry about that. I'm hungry.
Yeah. Al, just to remind you, when you stop the camera, you got to stop the microphone too, because we can hear you.
Hey,
All right.
that's one of my problems. I like to shovel food down my system.
All right. So coming up next week, we have Monday morning I got to get the times right because that's 9, 10, 11. So 12 o'clock Eastern time is Corsair Trainers Monday morning coffee, or AKA the Island of Misfit Toys. Then at 1:30 is JIT Preparedness, and it's Monday Morning Mayhem. And then Tuesday, Dave, do you have a topic yet for Tuesday?
I had one, but I'm kind of going to walk back on it. So I will come up with something, and I'll put out a notification Sunday night, early Monday morning.
Okay. So Dave will be live at 9 o'clock Tuesday. Then at 10 o'clock Tuesday, for Tactical Tuesday, the topic is prepping for beginners on a budget. And it doesn't have to mean that you're a prepper. You could be a homesteader or a normal person, but you're thinking about getting into prepping, but then you don't want to go whole hog. We're going to talk about things you can do on a budget to start prepping, because, hey, look what happened last year. Who all was prepared for last year? And then Wednesday, Courtney, you're still in here? What do you have? Who's on for Wednesday, Courtney? Anyway, she's got typing that in, whatever she's doing an interview Wednesday evening. Thursday, Thursday at 3 o'clock is JIT again. She's right. She's putting all hers up there. So it's up here. So Courtney's doing Media Mondays, which is basically shout outs and stuff. Garden Talk on Wednesday, and Friday morning is going to be the accountability. So that's hers coming up next week. And next Friday night at 9 o'clock Eastern will be Southern Ohio Prepping with the weekend news wrap up, right?
The news.
And next Friday is for the Friday night special, 10 o'clock. We'll be covering here mistakes that beginner homesteaders make.
I do have a special announcement for those who may not have caught it.
Okay.
May 11th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will have Doc Bones and Nurse Amy on yet again. And the topic is Stop the Bleed. With people starting to get out gardening more, gardening accidents happen, bleeding can happen. Yes, that too, Al. So having at least an introductory course on Stop the Bleed, I think should be on everybody's playlist. Watched, be there,
Or be left out. I don't
Mhm.
care.
Yeah,
Thanks,
so that's
Bob.
going to be on Tuesday, May 11th. And so, yeah, if anybody wants either for me or for Dave to do it, have a topic you want us to cover, email us. Dave's email's on his about
gotta
page.
click on the little view email and then click the captcha showing that you're human, not a robot like or dead like Al. I mean, we found out tonight Al's dead. So
Again,
if
Yep,
you're
I got the
alive and you
paperwork.
click the button.
Yeah.
And if you can't find it, hit Gil up. He's got my email address.
Yeah.
And he's got me on Facebook. So
and if you scroll down in the description on any of my local recent videos, it's down near the bottom. There is the email address. If you can't remember, it's Camppatton Family Compound, one word at Gmail. Yeah, just
Hey,
send us a topic you'd like to hear.
Hey, Dustin, I don't want to hear it, man. I wanted that plasma lighter, man. I am. I'm going to walk all the way to y'all house, and when y'all sleep, I'm going to snatch it.
Yeah. And I gotta get those out here shortly. I haven't had a chance to get down to the post office yet on that. So, all righty. So,
take care, Howie. We'll say a prayer for you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Take care, Howie. And with that, let me move over here, make sure I got everything here caught up here. Just an idea of some topics coming up. I'm not going to tell you when. We've got ones on is archery and option for you, home invasion. Which pet is right for you? Nuts for survival. Should you have chickens? Teaching kids situational awareness with games. Types of water filters. What's your everyday carry? Crafts and hobbies. Do you have a plan in place when you are the one that's sick? Alternative modes of transportation. We got a whole bunch of things coming up over the next, that takes it up through July. So if you have something else you want in there, it's really good. Hey, I'll shift things around to my end and push some of these others back. If you have a good one.
I think I've got a topic for this coming Tuesday.
Okay.
With the reported shortages that are fixing to hit, we've covered the supply chain twice.
Mm-hmm.
Both of us have. You and me both have one live stream on it. We've discussed the supply chain, but we've never really discussed or tried to implement a resolution for the fact that stuff may not be coming in the quantities we are used to. So
Okay.
Tuesday, we're going to discuss on my channel ways to make sure that you have what you need should things fall apart yet again, like they did last year for a little bit.
Yep. And several places are reporting that their stores, they see the shelves, but everything looks like there's stuff on the shelves, but then when they look behind, there's only 2 rows of cans and the back of the shelf is totally empty.
Yep.
Hey, Chris is Clever Craft. How you doing? Yep, you got here just in time for us to wrap it up here. So,
Hey, Bob came in too.
yep. Bob 942. And so we're going to be heading out here. Hopefully everyone picked up something about getting acclimated, whatever you want to call it, to other areas than where you live at for other various reasons, vacations, job transfers, anything. All right. So if you missed something out, go back, view it again. And we're going to head on out of here. And any last words?
Just hit us up.
Any last words, Uncle Al?
Nope. I got a couple more videos I'm going to put up, but that's later. You guys have a nice night. Relax. Watch these two guys live stream. Like I always say, support them. Watch Dave's programming. Help boot up his ratings.
My programming will brainwash you and teach you how to do the things the wrong way. I mean,
It'll teach you to think for yourself.
Exactly. If you can't think for yourself now, you lost already. Sorry, it's the truth.
All righty. So everyone, stay happy, stay safe.
He froze.
I froze. Try it again. Stay happy, stay safe, stay prepared, and we'll see you on the next video.